We are a holistic, diverse ministry for the entire family, grounded in love in order to save the lost, disciple believers, build strong families, and be change agents for Christ in the community. We call ourselves life changers because when you connect with us, our core values of the welcome, the worship, the word, and the witness will change your life forever. Need a change? The new life experience is simply life changing.
How's the fast? How's the life groups? How's your week been? How's everything going? Is everything going well? You're coming along pretty good in the consecration. Well, this week, you already know it's the way of wealth. The way of wealth. Part 2, we're going to get into it. And I just want to share a few things with you about the way of wealth. But before I do, I just want to check in and see how things are going for you. Is everything going well? The Daniel fast coming along pretty good. All it is, it's a bishop. I don't remember. What is the Daniel? It's sticks and twigs. That's all it is. That's all it is. Sticks and twigs. If you can remember sticks and twigs, then you're on point. If you're eating anything other than that, well, you fell off the wagon. But get back on the wagon. Let's get back into it. A couple of things you need to do, though, with respect to us being in our life groups. I do need you to continue to get ready for first fruit at the end of the month. Continue your fast. Continue in the e-church and continue inviting others to your life group. Now, let's talk about the life group. It's the way of wealth. I want to share something with you. The way of wealth. I love aquariums. I have a saltwater aquarium in my office here at the church. I had one at home as well. I let that one go, and so I just focus in on the one here at church. Now, when the professional guy set it up, because when I was trying to do it, I was killing fish left and right. Every time I turn around, there was a fish like that. It was going down the toilet, and they cost too much money for me to be flushing those guys down the toilet like that. So we got a professional guy, and the guy came in, and he set up everything. And the thing I noticed that he did that I did not do, he put some fans or things that created current inside. Not just a pump. He put pumps on the side to create current. He said because the fish needed to have movement. They needed to have currents going through like they were in the wild. I didn't know it. But that's where we get currency from. Currency does not stay or remain. Currency is always moving. And one of the things that you need to grab a hold of in terms of the way of wealth creates currency. It creates currency. Let's press deeper into that. I need you to know that currency is created by your priorities. By your priorities. I know just how current you are simply by looking at your calendar and your checkbook. That's all I got to do. Or your bank statement. I know we don't do checkbooks that much anymore. Everything is kind of nobody flips to the back and puts it in the register, but it goes somewhere. So if we were to download your bank account right now, we would know where your priorities of currency is. Because if your priorities of currency is not causing it to come back, it's going to go and never create the wealth that you needed to create. Let me tell you something about wealth. Wealth goes to bed early and gets up early. Richness goes to bed late and gets up late. I learned that when I retired from the Air Force as an Air Force chaplain. I remember well when I retired, I got into the Rotary Club. I wanted to get into the Rotary Club because I wanted to get into the community. I wanted to get involved. I wanted to not just be involved with respect to the church, but I wanted to see what the community was doing, and I needed to network. Never know what was going to happen. I had to build relationships. So I got in there and I noticed, that the Rotary Club, the one I was a member of, was the Sunrise Rotary. Sunrise, baby. They were up. They were up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Folk with money, wealth. Rich folk sleep in. Wealthy people get up. Keep that in mind because they are creating currency. And the priority is, I'm going to put it first. So when we go into the life group today, I want you to drill down deep in understanding what in the world is going on with your currency. Maybe, just maybe, what's happening could be found in the book of Matthew, about the 25th chapter or so, where Jesus begins to tell this liturgy, if you will, these stories, one story after another as he's on his way to the cross. He sits in the latter part of Matthew is dedicated to these parables, the kingdom parables. The kingdom parables, he says, the kingdom of God is like unto. The kingdom of God is like unto. The kingdom of God is like unto. And then he comes and says this. He says, look, the kingdom of God is like unto a man that has quite a bit of wealth. He goes off and he says, hey, I got 3 of you guys and I need to give you all some talents and I need you to do something with them while I'm gone. One of y'all I'm going to give 1, one of y'all I'm going to give 2, and one of y'all I'm going to give 5. Then the writer of Matthew says, he gave it to them according to their ability. According to their ability. The 5-talent guy had 5-talent ability. I mean, he was a starter. He was a free agent. He brought it in. He had rings on all 5 fingers. The 2-talent guy, man, that guy was come in a heartbeat. He was the 6th man. He got the 6th man award every year because he knew according to his ability. The 1-talent guy, oh my God, bench warmer, but that was his ability. Somebody got to be on the bench, sat on the bench. But he did not do anything with the bench warming 1 talent that he had. He didn't. When the man circled back and came back and said, look, what's going on? The 5 guy said, here you go. I doubled it. I doubled it. 2-talent guy says, look, I doubled it. The 1-talent guy, I didn't do anything. I sat on the bench because I was bothered that you put me on the bench. I didn't have enough talent to do anything. So there on the bench, I remain. The kingdom of God is like unto this, Jesus said. The ruler got upset. Give it to me. Giving it to the people that worked hard. You didn't do nothing. And then he threw him into the outer part where there was weeping and gnashing of teeth. I mean, my God, come on. But that's the way of wealth. Come here. Come here. Get on the edge of your seat. Let me help you. You need to take what God gives you and you need to prioritize it and put it to work. That's what the life group is going to be about today. Take what God has given you. Stop looking at everybody else. Take what he's given you according to your ability. You don't have $1 million yet because you don't have $1 million worth of ability. But when you do, take that and then you'll learn the way of wealth. That's the way of wealth. Let's drill deeper. Let's drill deeper into your life group and understand. And continue to remember now, we're doing our first fruit at the end of the month. That's another way of prioritizing what God has for you. God bless you. Let's go to life groups.